Ooh, look at this. Talk about gorgeous. Look at those beautiful red cabbage. The red cabbage takes longer to grow. So these ones are not ready yet, but oh man, they are looking good. Now a few months back, this was all corn rotation. And then here's a cabbage. You know, nice, big, beautiful red cabbage here. You can see these ones get a little top water, so it doesn't look as pretty in the field as it does, you know, when you take off that first layer of clothing. Look at all the polyphenols in there. You know, that's red and red all the way through. That's already over a 5-pound cabbage right there. This one will be waste because it's split. I mean, we could still use it for some processing, but most likely it ends up getting fed to the chickens. But as you can see, you know, you got all that beautiful purple color on the inside, sauerkraut, cabbage steaks. So much health-giving food right there. Bring this baby with me. And then more cabbage up here. And we got two different kinds. We got a longer storage cabbage. These ones make like 8 to 10 pound cabbages over here and take a little bit longer. And then these are a smaller market cabbage. That's like a 4-pound cabbage, which is great for retail sales. And then we got napa cabbage right here. Cabbage is, from a consumer perspective, it's very affordable. It's probably the cheapest vegetable that you can buy. But from a health perspective, it's one of the healthiest things that you can eat. Red cabbage has, you know, very concentrated anthocyanins. So it's the same thing that you eat blueberries for. And blueberries are very expensive, but you can get a lot of the same phytonutrients, antioxidants in that red cabbage. It's the most bang for your buck buying red cabbage in order to get that purple color into your diet. So it's kind of a life hack. It's like, hey, you got to make your food budget go a little bit further. Red cabbage, something that you can do. You can feed your family for the lowest amount, for the maximum amount of nutrition. Cabbage, of course, has lots of glucosinolates and sulforaphane, which are cancer-fighting phytonutrients, you know, found in the cruciferous vegetables. And cabbage stores really well. So if you buy it and you don't get to it for 2 weeks, it's not bad. You maybe have to peel off a layer of the leaf, but on the inside, it's still good. So it's very hearty, resilient. You know, if you have cauliflower is, of course, you know, more fancy and, you know, has a lot of the same properties. But with cauliflower, like, it can go bad so quick. And the same on harvesting it. On cabbage, it's more forgiving for the farm because it's like, hey, we got a big order, we got a lot to do today. Like, we don't have to harvest the cabbage. We could wait another 3 days, another week, and it's still gonna be okay. Versus if you miss it on broccoli and cauliflower, if you don't get it like within this like 3-day window, it's the quality diminishes and it's harder to sell and there's a lot more waste. So cabbage is a good one. These are more cabbage right here, and of course the birds love living here too. That's green cabbage. Here's red cabbage. You can see the difference. The green cabbage has the white vein and the red cabbage has the purple vein, even though the leaves are green. Every 2 weeks we'll plant another set of cabbage. Like, we'll plant like 2 trays of red and 4 trays of green and a couple trays of napa, and then we just move down the line. We don't want to plant the cabbage in the same spot after it already grew cabbage in there without having a cover crop on it and giving it some time to rest in order to assure that we have a successful crop. The reason we rotate is because on cabbage there's a thick stem, and we just take the head off. We're leaving this thick stem and root ball in the soil, and if there was any black rot or any other diseases, they can survive on those little pieces of the root or the stem, and you might grow a whole nother crop of lettuce after that, but then you go back and if you put cabbage on it again, it could still be alive. So we have to wait longer for it to be able to break down, and that's where a cover crop is also going to help us on that, as well as time. So we're only going to plant cabbage ideally one time in a year on any particular field. But look at these absolutely gorgeous, beautiful heads. I mean, this is like the picture of cabbage perfection. Just gorgeous. Oh, so beautiful, magical. Technically, you can eat the leaves like you would collard greens, but you know, they don't have a good stem on them, and we already have collard greens. We feed a lot of these leftover leaves to our flock of chickens. We have about 1,200 chickens at our lower farm. And so they eat all this crop residue. So we'll come in, we harvest the cabbage, and then we come back through with bins and we collect a lot of this other material and give it to them, so that all these minerals of these cabbages mined out of this soil over here can go run through the digestive system over there. And we're also creating, you know, actual real organic chicken manure, which is something that you can't buy because you go to the store or your fertilizer supplier, and if you go buy organic chicken manure, it's like the manure comes from the factory farmed animals. So it's organic, but it's not from organic animals. So those are from the animals that are fed antibiotics and hormones and you know, GMO feed. So they have glyphosate residue in it, and then, you know, not my favorite kind of fertilizer that I want to put on our pristine organic crops. So that's one of the fundamental reasons that I felt like I had to begin farming, was in order to feed my family the quality. It's like I interviewed so many organic farms and find out where they're getting their fertilizer from, and the vast majority of all organic fertilizer is the slaughterhouse byproducts of factory farmed non-organic animals. So that's the aha moment when we decided that it's time for us to start raising our own livestock and goats and chickens, and that way we can have a much higher quality fertilizer that's more in alignment with our values, that we're not indirectly supporting the factory farm operations. So beautiful cabbage here, really amazing. We got a nice little row of taro as well, and you can see some napa. That's like the gleanings or whatever. Like, we have to overproduce in order to have enough, and that breaks down. I said the chickens will love that as well. The humble cabbage right there, like big, beautiful, delicious. We make fresh sauerkraut over at the store in our kitchen, and I just love to eat it every single day.